Greetings! Today I'm going to be showing you the Crystal Sage skip in the Crucifixion Woods, primarily used to host in the woods while still being in New Game and not New Game Plus. Hope you enjoy, people! To start off with, you're going to want to try and replicate this jump. Face the wall, angle your character this way, and once you hit the kill box, as it's called, you're going to want to try and jump inwards, not straight ahead, but instead to the side. Notice that your camera will fuck up at this point, so will your controls. This is just a case of trial and error. This is the first time that I actually get the jump to work. And from here I'm just trying to fiddle and find the exact way to walk down to the swamp. I have, however, done my homework and placed a pair of signs down by the boss fog and such. This is meant to allow me to more easily find my way, since I know that the area will be unloaded, and therefore I won't actually be able to see where I'm going. However, my messages will still show up. I recommend you all do the same if you're trying to replicate this jump and the skip in the future. Also, be sure to take extra precaution in this first part, since you can very easily fall off the map if you walk too far backwards. However, once you're past this gate, it should be golden. From here on, it's just a case of finding your way there. And once you feel comfortable with it, you can run there in less than 6 minutes. Notice here that I end up actually fucking up the route, and therefore I am unsure where to go. I can't move my character very much here, which would imply that there has to be a wall of some kind, but I'm not able to imagine where this actually is. So at this point, I have two options. Continue this way and possibly end up over by the Black Knight, or worst case scenario, fall down the shaft near the Exiles. Or, alternatively, go back to where I came from and try and realign myself. I end up going with the second option. Should you yourself end up fucking up the actual run there, try and do the same. The jump is not very easy, so salvaging a run is paramount compared to just fiddling your way there. Always do what you can to try and make this run easier there. And as you notice there, if you get caught in the wrong angle, your character might just end up spinning around, and in that case you'll just have to try and nudge your way out of where you're standing. In cases like this, you can actually use the terrain to walk around and find where you're going. I recommend using this as a sort of a baseline on where you're going. Imagine you have to go to your character's right at this moment, soon to be left, but want to always go that way. If you can, try and go down to the end of the actual ramp, and from there you're going to want to try and follow the water along that edge where the giant crab normally is. You go that way, you might be able to find the message by the entrance to the small room with the sorcerer. This is one of the few messages that will always be there as long as you're online. that is usually a good anchoring point to go to the more easy part of the run. But I personally always place a sign or two leading up to it, just so I'm sure that I'm going the right way. Since you might be able to mistake it for another sign if you're still online, as you should be. Here you can see that I've entered the Crystal Sage boss room. At this point you're going to try and walk as far along as you can towards the giant wall at the end. Continue until you start moving upwards, and once you reach this message, or in general, once your character can actually stand by the wall, you're going to want to quit out, and from there, load back in. Once you've done so, you should, hopefully, if you've done everything correct, should be standing on the other side of the fog gate. Do note that you're going to want to try and hug that wall as much as possible, because if not, then you do stand a chance of falling off the edge. I am sadly talking from personal experience. Do not do that. Just hug the wall, get it over with quickly, and if all goes according to plan, you should be able to spawn in and see exactly the same sight as I did right here at this moment.